Film fans of YouTube, hello and welcome back to the channel. My name is Josh, your Movie Apprentice, and today I continue the Ghibli watch through with The Secret World of Arrietty, directed by Hiromasa Yonebashi. A teenage boy moves to his aunt's place and stumbles across a group of borrowers after meeting the young Arrietty. Before I get into the review, if you do like what I do on this channel, consider clicking that like button and subscribing to the channel. It would really mean a lot to me. But without further ado, let's jump right into this review. So first and foremost, I have to talk about the scaling in this. They really do play with the concept of the borrowers quite well within this movie. The way they scale things up from the human world to the borrowers' world, and the entire layout of their apartments and how they get in to the main building. It's quite a marvel of scale to see, and I just love these settings where it's a little person's world in a big person's world. It is used very effectively, and they push it to the limits while still keeping it grounded and believable. They make it as believable as possible by putting together the most likely ways that these borrowers can actually move about the house without being seen, which I think is a clever way to utilize this setting. The way they manage to utilize these everyday objects in order to carry out their borrowings, it's just really well played. The relationship between the two lead characters is very believable as well. I love how quiet and timid the boy is as he is actually going in for heart surgery, and he's just fascinated by these borrowers and learn the backstory of how he knows about the little people and how far back things goes. It's very well done, and I love the interior designs of the dollhouse that is featured in this as well. In terms of animation, obviously Ghibli at this point, it's down to a T. They have some gorgeous animation, but I think the thing that stands out for me in this is the way they use the lighting within this. Now, yes, Ghibli films have shown in the past that their lighting, they can change the styles, but it's always quite a sudden change from a light going on and off. This one, we are seeing light travel as characters are moving in the same shot. A lamp will be moving, and it's not like a bit by bit by bit, jumping a few frames each time. It's a very smooth transition of the lighting as people are moving around with their torches. It's very difficult to explain without showing you it on screen, but it is really well done how they managed to make all the changes of lighting as characters move through darkened areas look so smooth and in real time. I think that's a very hard thing to do, especially as 2D animation, you've got to draw every single frame. It's 24 frames per second, so there's 24 drawings for each second of film. It's a 90-minute film, and it's on the short side, and I think they use the entire concept and use it to its max potential within that short time frame. Whilst I do enjoy a nice 2-hour gorgeous film to look at, sometimes they risk dragging. This film never overstays its welcome and keeps the relationships very simple, keeps the story very grounded, and really goes out its way to make each character memorable with limited amount of screen time, which is a very tough challenge for any filmmaker, but I feel like this film did it really well. If I had to have some flaws with Arrietty, I would say that there is a villain aspect to this. Now with Ghibli films, I don't feel like they always need a villain. In fact, some of their best ones don't have an antagonist or a villain. This one has a stereotypical villain in there that you really can't decide why they're doing the bad thing. I don't want to get into too many details on who the bad person is, but it just seems quite petty, their motives, and a bit out of left field. Feels like they're just there for the pure sake of having conflict. And I guess it is used to try and force the ending a little bit, but you didn't really need this antagonist within this movie. It has a very bittersweet finale, and I am a sucker for the bittersweet endings. I think one of my favourite endings of all time is Jojo Rabbit, because that's the most bittersweet thing of all. It's happy, but it's sad at the same time when you really think about it. And this is very much in the same boat. There are happy endings in place, but there is just something that's also melancholy and sad about these endings as well, and those have always been my favourite kinds of endings within cinema. not just in Ghibli movies. So to summarise in this somewhat shorter review, I would say that Arrietty is gorgeously animated, plays with the lighting very well, uses its setting perfectly, gives us memorable characters with unique designs and personalities, and I just love all the background and backstory provided within this 90-minute film. Apart from the antagonist, I feel like there's very little wrong with this one, and I'm surprised it's not spoken about more because I actually really adored this one, and it's probably one of the ones that I'm going to come back to and watch again and again. I'm going to say that for me, Arrietty is a good cup of tea. So Arrietty, have you seen it? If you have, let me know what you thought down in the comments below. Again, if you've got this far, consider clicking that like button and subscribing to the channel so you never miss any reviews like this. Coming up, we got From Up on Poppy Hill and what would have been Hayao Miyazaki's final film, The Wind Rises, but he's coming out of retirement now. I am hopefully going to get through all these films by February the 5th, so we're just in time for Erwin and the Witch. But until next time, my name is Josh, I've been your Movie Apprentice, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, thank you for watching, and thank you for making it to the end of the video. While you are here, if you haven't done it yet, please feel free to drop a like and consider hitting that subscribe button for more reviews coming all the time. And also, while you are here, there are some other videos over there that you might want to sink your teeth into. Have a good day, guys, and do enjoy.